Okay, so now we're going to take a look at some pretty basic concepts that we just need to get down, which is how we work with percentages. So it says if about 12% of the U.S. population is left-handed, in a room of 65 people, how many would you expect are left-handed? Now, if you look over here on the right-hand side, I've added a couple formulas. You're welcome to use either of these formulas, and I'm actually going to use one for one problem and another for another problem. Excuse me. You can either use the formula is or part over of or whole equals percentage as the decimal. So we're going to do the part over the whole, and that's equal to the percentage. Or if we take the percent as a decimal, multiply it by of or the whole number of things that we're working with, that will give us the part. So we can see in this case it says 12% of the U.S. population is left-handed. The first thing we really want to make sure we do here is take that 12% and get that written as a decimal. How we take a percentage and write it as a decimal is we divide by 100. So 12 divided by 100 is equal to 0.12. And now it says, in a room of 65 people, how many are left-handed? So we know the total number of people, or the whole. So I'm actually going to use this formula down here. So we're going to take our percentage as a decimal, so 0.12. We're going to multiply that by the total number of people in the room, which is 65. 0.12 times 65 is 7.8. Now this is where we got to stop and think. We're talking about a whole number of people, so we're going to round this up to a whole number. So I'm going to round the 7. Look to the number to the right of it. Is it 5 or higher? It is. So we're going to round this to 8 people. The next one, it says if a student makes $1,300 per month and pays $432.25 each month on rent, what percent of their income is spent on rent? So we don't know the percentage here. So I'm actually going to be working with this one right here, which means we're going to take the part, well, the whole is the whole amount somebody makes each month. So somebody makes $1,300. That's the whole amount they make. The part is the amount that they spent on rent, which is $432.25. And when I divide 432.35, and we divide that by 1,300, we get 0.33255 with a bunch of other decimals. But now this is written as a decimal. So remember to take up here, to take a decimal and move it to a percent, or to take a percent and move it to a decimal, we divided by 100. To take a decimal version of it and turn that into a percent, we times it by 100. So this would give me 33.255. And if we round this to a whole percentage, I take a look at that 3, we look at the number to the right of it. It is not 5 or higher, so this would be 33%. So about 33%.